This is my gypsy jazz group called Deja Swing.
Every musician is trying to find that one great gig.
What do we do? Dances, and we play nursing homes and weddings.
Mark Castellano had to adapt a bit for some of his gigs. These photos show you just how much he's changed to fit the part. From suave acoustic guitar player to maybe metal, reggae, fusion, not sure. This lifelong musician keeps himself busy.
Playing in a melodrama in Silver Plume, and doing the Deja Swing gigs, the Avalanche, or in the playoffs.
One of those things is not like the other. Mark had to turn himself into a hockey fan for his latest gig.
I was like, oh, that's cool, they have an organist? I'm like, I wonder how someone gets that job.
A few months later, that job was posted online, and Mark applied on a long shot, figuring he'd never get it.
They were like, okay, play something. So I played Charge for the first time in the stadium, and the second I did it, I turned to the person who was auditioning me, and I was like, this is the coolest thing. I think I can die now. And they were like, you're hired.
His official title?
How's that?
In-game organist. Though that could be a bit misleading.
I guess keyboard player, I tickle the keys.
By now you've figured out there's no organ.
Organist.
But don't you go thinking Mark isn't the hardest working organist in professional sports.
Gotta lug that keyboard.
He lugs it.
Ready to rock and roll?
In and out of 41 home games a year.
Okay, let the music begin.
And more on playoff years like this.
Come on. Thank you. It's annoying. I hate moving it.
But once that lugging is over, Mark has a bit of freedom to fire up the crowd.
Every time we score on the Red Wings, you play Red Wings Suck. It's bump, 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 ba-da, bump, 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 ba-da, dun, 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 and the whole crowd screams, Red Wings sucks.
Just not too much freedom.
There's certain things that are frowned upon, like playing Three Blind Mice, like for the refs. That would surely get me fired. Oh!
And he gets to enjoy his new favorite sport.
It's awesome. Like, there's so much energy.
From one of the best seats in the house.
I like where I am. I can see the crowd.
He certainly had to adapt, but now this musician seems to have found that one big gig.
Some people came up and they were like, we see what you do every night and we really appreciate it.
At Pepsi Center, for Next, I'm Steve Steger.
Subscribe to the Next YouTube channel and I'll buy you a beer. Am I actually buying them a beer? This could be a very poor idea. We need some terms and conditions. Offer subject to terms and conditions.